First and foremost, before I begin with this enchanting, I want to start by giving all praises, honor, and infinite glory to our power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakudash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, every millstone who rule well and teach well. Shalom to the hopeful, letting your eye command, wishing this word out the four corners of the earth with all truth and sincerity, making your calling and election sure today. Shalom, shalom. Okay. And I'm not too entirely sure what I'm going to title this lesson, but it's going to be titled something to the effect of we are here, even though it may not seem like it. Okay? And the reason I say this is because I'm driving through, the city. It doesn't seem that we're too far into the future, man. There's still street lights. There's still, things still look a little bit old and things how they were. Things doesn't look like we're really in the future yet, to the point where they can really just see hit everybody, right? Things still look distant in the fleshly and carnal mind, but we're really here at the end, because Esau Edom has always liked to picture the future, with us having flying cars and cities underwater and things of that sort. But the thing is that's a whole cliche, and it's not so. And the reason I say that is because we are actually at the end, and the end isn't going to look anywhere near as that. The end is going to look like the end of society, that where immorality is pushed to a high level, where wickedness is pushed to a high level, right? And that's what's happening right now. Right, the love of many waxing cold. And it's only so much more now. And on top of that, what's happening to the greatest country in the world at one point? It's deteriorating. Firstly, it was morally, and now it's what? Monetarily. Now it's, as a whole society, it's really collapsing. People are living paycheck to paycheck. People are barely making their ends meet. People are doing all manners of things to get by. And America is being taunted by all these other nations now, which is biblical prophecy. Let the weak say I'm strong. And this is how we know we're in the end. Not by how far in the future we are, or by we're able to read minds and do things of that sort. Not by the prophecies, right? These other, World War III is down the street as well. So don't think that you need to see flying cars and things first, or you need to see advance more in order for the Quran move. I don't think we're here yet, because we still have lights, or because we still have this, we still have. That's not to say that we're not in the end, man, because look what's happening, right? These other nations, when you watch the movie, quoted it a while back, but now I'm thinking about it. Leave the world behind. How quick was it for these other nations to bring in that chaos? Which we know they're all in cahoots with one another on implementing this new world order system, with CHIP as the forefront on controlling the population. Right? We all understand that. So whether you want to take the route of these other nations, taking down the grid and doing that for their sakes, or the whole America, Babylon the Great doing it to themselves so that they can implement this. Either or, when you watch that movie, you see how easy it is for the Lord to bring in the end, right? Because Jacob's trouble is a part of the end. We understand they've been playing with CERN for quite a while. It's nothing for them to release these spirits. And when you watch them at CERN, they do weird dances and weird ceremonies in order to have that collider open. For what? Because they're able to, because Wisdom of Solomon, the 7th chapter is going to come to pass as well, man. Right? There's a reason for these things. Nothing's just randomly happening. There's a reason for all these things that are happening here in the earth. Okay? And, things of that sort. It's so easy for the Lord to bring in the end. So don't ever think for 1 minute that we have time like that. Remember, those that have wives be as though they had none, because the time is short, man. It's a lie. Let me spit real quick. It's easy for this thing to tip over. And that's what I'm actually going to title this lesson. It's easy for this thing to tip over. As easy as what? Them shutting down the grid. That brought in all the chaos that they needed to come in and bring in a new infrastructure. Right, all hell breaks loose. We all know about the 15-minute cities. We all know what they're getting ready to do. Now, how are they going to do it? A blackout is what makes the most sense. You have these certain parts of the country go haywire, and you have FEMA set up in the 15-minute cities, and in order to go and eat, buy and sell, right, for you faithlessness people, you're gonna have to take that CHIP. You're gonna have to take that Karagma in order for you to buy or sell and eat. Okay, and it's as easy as them shutting down the grid. And you've seen that in the movie Leave the World Behind, and how delicate this thing is. So don't think that we still need time, that things are still being under construction and things are still being built. Remember, the scriptures talk about how things are going to happen while those that sell not, right? And those that have ownership on things as if they don't own anything. Right, because you're getting ready to leave these things in an instant. Esau Edom's gonna not catch us in entirety off guard, but for you 2/3, he's gonna catch you guys off guard, man. The scriptures say that ye brethren are not in darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief in the night. Right, because we understand once this shit goes down, and Esau Edom really pulls that trigger, that it's time for the Lord to turn, and it's time for us to really see if we have that oil. It's time for us to see if we really have that oil. Because when this does happen, what's gonna happen? Believe it or not, you're gonna have people line up for that Karagma. You're gonna have people beg for that CHIP. You're gonna have people beg to take that chip. And this is why we go out to the highways and the byways, try to build up your faith and your belief in the scriptures, and show you, the Lord, having these prophecies come to pass in person through the scriptures, so that your faith may get solidified more and more, so you can believe what the rest of the scriptures say about deliverance, about eating, drinking, having protection during that time of Jacob's trouble, where everybody is unsure on how they're going to eat, how they're going to feed their family, how you're going to be able to do this, how you're going to be able to do that. And remember, the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High, meaning against. We're building up, right? We're building up our spiritual strength. This carnal strength, you're not going to be able to deliver yourself out of this carnally. Doesn't matter how many types of forms of mixed martial arts, you're not going to be able to make it out without Yahweh Shai. No matter how much, bushcraft knowledge, you're not going to be able to make it out. Okay, the only way you're going to be able to make it out of this time is through Yahweh Shai. Okay, that's the only way. And with that, man, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Shai, man. We're not far away. We're actually close.